Ladies and gentlemen, Trump was recently caught claiming his wall was impenetrable. Then an 8-year-old girl climbed through a replica of the wall with no problem whatsoever. All right, this came out in time. Here's like a replica of the wall, and this 8-year-old got through it with no problem whatsoever. So this came out October 9th, 2019, when President Donald Trump announced that his signature wall at the U.S. southern border would be virtually impenetrable. While visiting San Diego last month, Rick Weber, who co-founded the Myrrh Valley Rock Climbing Park in Rogers, Kentucky, was listening. You don't tell a bona fide rock climber something's impossible to climb. Weber tells time. Weber took the president's claim as a challenge. He says he constructed his own replica of the wall, relying on the wall's official dimensions as well as recent image of the structure this weekend. Weber is planning to invite climbers attending the Rocktoberfest rock climbing festival at a nearby Red River George Canyon system in Kentucky to climb the model. Guests will be challenged to compete to climb up and over the wall in the fastest time. Several people have already managed to climb up the wall replica, including 8-year-old Lucky Hancock. Hancock didn't use any ropes or other tools to climb the wall, but wore a belay, a safety device designed to catch a falling climber. An adult climber, Eric Cloaker, I guess that's Cloaker, was up and over the wall in about 40 seconds. So here's the replica of the wall right here. Oh, it's impenetrable. Lucky's mother, Carla Hancock, tells Time that her daughter has shown a natural inclination towards politics and rock climbing from a young age. Recently, Carla says Lucky has been interested in immigration, although the third grader has found the national dialogue about immigration policy to be confusing. To her, it's black and white. If somebody's hungry and you have the means to give them, why couldn't you? Hancock says. Okay, you have the means to give to them. Well, that's the logic of a child. But in a sense, she's right. But in 2017, the Government Accountability Office said the Customs and Border Protection had reported that there were 654 miles of fencing on the border wall. Time reported in August that all the walls constructed so far this year have replaced older fencing. But last month, Defense Secretary Mark Esper authorized a plan to allocate $3.6 billion initially set aside for military construction projects to build Trump's long-touted border wall without congressional approval for the funds. The Defense Department is now aiming to redirect $6.1 billion towards building 295 miles of wall since Trump declared a national emergency in February. Trump said that 20 mountain climbers claim the border wall design is difficult to climb, but Weber and other climbers said that seems unlikely. We were all very puzzled because none of us in the climbing community had heard of these 20 people that had supposedly tried this wall, Weber said, because they didn't. Trump made that mess up. You got to remember, he's campaigning. So he's going to say whatever he needs to say when he gets in front of his crowd. And it doesn't matter to somebody like Trump, even if it's a lie. I mean, let's be real here. So Trump's border wall will be 18 or 30 feet tall in different areas. And Weber says that he decided to construct a smaller 18-foot dimension to save money. However, Weber says that since the top panel is the same size regardless of the wall height, the experience climbing the higher wall should not be much more difficult, as climbers would only need uh, shimmy a bit further up the pillars. Weber also said that he decided to allow the climbers to grab the edge of the top panel because he heard that this would be possible when climbing the actual border wall, according to Weber. He's seen that there are gaps between each panel in the photo of the proposed border wall. Weber says that grabbing the panel's edge makes climbing the wall a piece of cake for a climber. If there were no gaps, Weber estimates the climbers would need to be significantly taller than Lucy, at least about 5 feet 10 inches tall, to climb up and over the wall. Weber says that he meant for the climbing competition to be fun, but also wants to point out that the border wall may be ineffective. Yeah, we've been all, look, everybody's, and there's so many ways into the US, they don't even need to go to the border wall. When drugs are brought into this country, they're not using the border wall. They're using other means to get in here with the drugs. So I'm not making an argument that we shouldn't have a secure border. I'm not doing that at all, he says. What I'm trying to do is to make sure that we're not blowing a lot of money on some silly nonsense of putting up something that he thinks can't be climbed, because it can and will be. Okay, so they have one correction here from the 9th. The original version of this story misidentified the subject of the original feature photo. It was Carla Hancock, not Lucy Hancock. Oh, okay. So they were just correcting the name of who was in the photo. And you can see she's wedged right between these panels, and she's getting through with no problem based on the replica that he built using the same dimensions of the border wall. So an 8-year-old got through Trump's impenetrable border wall. Yeah, right, Trump. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.